OKC, yeah, he love the ball. We posted up like we the nation with the final call. Rest in peace to Shouty Low, D4Ls and Shouty though. We been pimping since been pimping, and that's something Shouty know. Gangsters understand the lingo, suckers sharp but Shouty slow. Stack them chips and all the bingo when we fill up all the roast, all the roast, all the roast, all the roast, all the roast.
Yo, what's going on? This Talks Talk Podcast and this here, man. And I'm ready for a show. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's your boy C, man. Hey, man, I'm ready for a show too, man.
Yeah, it's your boy Mack. I'm back. My boys invited me to come in and address some things, so here we are, back on the scene.
Oh, yeah, we got the good brother Mack in here.
Back on the scene.
He always brings some flame to the game, you know what I'm saying?
Back on the scene, baby.
Put his PTO in today.
Yeah, no, the powder up a little PTO. He can use it.
Yeah. He don't power some PTO.
Yeah, it's been a few times I done been on here Nord with absent, man. I'm just trying to figure out, is it me or what? I'll figure it out later on. We gonna get it on. We gonna get it on tonight.
We gonna get it on, but
we gonna talk about the other thing off in-house.
In-house, you know what I mean?
We keep that in-house.
Yeah. You keep that in-house.
Yeah, but
like I say, anytime we get together though, boy, we always produce a goddamn
a banger.
We produce a banger.
Boy, hey. For some, and you know everything ain't for everybody, you know. But then sometimes you got to go back and listen to shit because you might have missed something on that first one. I go back and watch movies sometime when I was like 10 years old, and I go back and watch it as an adult. And I'm like, boy, I didn't see that shit when I was 10, but I got the message, you know what I'm saying, as I got older, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's the same thing with Talk Is Talk. Sometimes you got to go back and watch those shows.
Yeah, you got to.
On all of them, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't learn something from all of them, you know what I'm saying?
Depending on where your headspace was at that time, you might get it now.
Exactly.
Exactly. Back then, it might have been a little cloudy.
Or you could have been distracted at the time you watching the first time, and then you miss something, then you go back and watch it again and say, damn, I got distracted when I ain't hear that the first time, but now I add that to what I did here. Oh, it makes sense now.
Or you might have went through a life experience.
Exactly.
It come around full circle to you.
It come full circle.
And that's the way we want it to work.
Yeah.
That's the way we want it to work. We want you to come here for counsel.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But let's get it on, man. Let's talk about some current event. We going off the dome tonight.
Off the dome.
We're going off the dome. We're gonna talk about some current events, and we're gonna talk about some things that have done happen and things that might happen in the near future. We're gonna try to touch some bases for the audience the best way we can. Now, we're not gonna be spot on. We ain't gonna be spot on, but we're gonna try to hit it on the head.
And one thing about looking to the future, boy, we done flirted with the future a couple times on the show and hit the goddamn bullseye on the
Exactly.
now.
Exactly. We don't flirt it with it now. If you go back and listen to some of them old shows some years back, you're like, boy, they talked about that on Talk Is Talk now.
But for real, before, like I say, I always say, before that COVID hit, we was all, including all was there. And it was like 2 or 3 months before that shit hit.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, we was on there saying, man, why is everybody coughing?
Exactly. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I was the one who said it. I said, what they got was Mucinex in the stove.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
we was on top of it. We was on top of it. So our eyes was already, see, when I talk about our eyes, I ain't just talking about our natural eye. I'm talking about our spiritual eye. See, when you open up that spiritual eye, that pineal gland, when you open that motherfucker up, boy, you start seeing the invisible. You start hearing shit that ain't supposed to be heard. You start seeing things that really the natural eye can't see it. And then it'll make the next person kind of shun away from you to where they think you kind of foolish with some of the things that you're saying, but you got to stand your ground.
Right.
You're like these young folks say, you got to stand on business for what you see, what you hear in the spiritual realm. You can't deny it. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you deny it, then you might lose it.
Well, man, not to harp on this too long, but there's a lot of people who newly getting the mucus, the coal out their third eye or pineal gland, and like you said, they supposed to stand on.
Yeah, but they have to be disciplined. Anytime you new to something, sometimes you got to be willing to sit back and watch. You don't want to just jump right in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when you first start swimming, you want to stay in 3 feet. I'd be damned if you're going to jump in 12 feet. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes it's good to sit back and watch the people come off the diving board and say, well, but shit, well, that's going to be me in the near future now. But I'm staying over in this 3 feet where I'm more comfortable at. So sometimes when you stepping into this woke community, you step into this when you step into the light, sometimes you got to sit back and you got to watch the ones that's willing to teach you. You ain't ready yet.
But so see, though, Matt, that's what I'm saying. Okay, they're jumping at 3 feet, right? They're jumping at 3 feet. The minute they start treading some water, I think I can go hit 8 feet.
They're going to drown.
Okay, right. Okay. And when they do drown, they might mess around and say this. I ain't getting back in that water no more.
Because this thing about it, it's our job to jump in there and save them. We the lifeguard. We got to save their life. When we see them do that right there, but we got to jump in and we got to save them. We can't let them drown because it won't be right. We not doing our job. So we the lifeguard. So when we see one and say, boy, I got it now. I got it. I'm ready to get on my own. And it's our job to pull them back. But hold up now.
And see, Mack.
Hold up now.
I'm going to tell you, I done been a lifeguard with this brother right here on several occasions. I remember, you know what I'm saying? I remember, what was it? My first, second little job or whatnot. You know, I working up there at KFC and I brought a nigga in, you know what I'm saying? He see me, goddamn, you know, I'm in rhythm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know he good.
Look at his heartbeat. He know what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
But, so he came, I got him a job at where I'm working at.
Yeah.
He see me, I done been up there already, you know, 6 months.
You doing your thing.
I'm doing my thing. So I'm in there, you know, I'm dropping the chicken and I'm goddamn flouring the chicken, doing all this thing. You know, I'm floating around the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? Like a nigga that's been there 6 months.
Yeah.
So, you know, he see me and he come down. You know, I dropped the chicken in the little pressure vat. You know what I'm saying? It was a technique to pick the goddamn chicken back up out the fryer. Mm-hmm. So he run over there. He said, boy, I can do it. I said, boy, you ain't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? I said, you ain't ready for that. So I turned my back. I'm over there flying the chicken.
I'm at 8 feet.
He in 8 feet water. He trying to pull the chicken up out the goddamn out the thing.
Lord. Yeah.
And I said, boy, I just told you, boy, don't go there fucking with that damn chicken, boy.
Burned up that bad stew.
No, he about burning himself. He didn't burn it back. He about burning himself up.
I never got it out.
You saved him.
He couldn't get. Yeah, I saved him.
You saved him. You did your job.
Hey, he almost had to fly to the damn unit in Georgia, the burn unit, boy, because he could not get
that bad. Stayed down a little longer though, because I couldn't get it out.
Yeah. No, I got it out right away. He didn't stay down a little long. You could not pull it out, and I had to go down and pull it out, man.
See, he would get ready to bring in OSHA.
Yeah, he would get ready to bring in OSHA.
All that shit finna come in.
I had to told him, hey man, you ain't ready for that.
Yeah, he finna bring all them in.
Yeah, he finna bring.
Yeah, he was about ready to shut the place down.
The big man from California get ready to fly in all that.
And then a nigga gonna say this, boy, you got a lawsuit. Don't know he the one fucked up, but you got a lawsuit.
But that's how it go. You say you be over there at 3 feet, and you see people come off the diving board in 8 feet. You know what I'm saying? All that.
Yeah.
You just gotta.
Sometimes you gotta sit back.
Yeah.
Sit back and really learn what's going on. But that's how life is, though.
But what also happened is, I pretty much ended up taking over that kitchen.
That's understood. Because you're alpha male, but at some time you still got to sit back. Yeah. You still got to sit back and analyze and watch. And then you got to infiltrate the takeover in your head. But see, that's how life is. You got a lot of motherfuckers out here now, they'll try to mimic what a motherfucker is doing or what a motherfucker used to do. And then they'll jump in and think they can actually do it instead of sit back, write your notes down, work the shit out in your head first, then try to jump out there. But a lot of motherfuckers jump out there and get got.
But a lot of that come with age and.
Well, you can do it. You can do it at any age if you observe. See, if you learn how to observe what's going on. And really watch and really pay attention. Hell, you can be 3 years old and sit back and watch and see what's really going on. But in your mind, you telling yourself, "But shit, as soon as I learn this shit right here, but I'm gonna take over."
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
You be ready in your mind, but your body ain't ready.
Your body your body not ready, and then at the same time, you still getting your mental together. Your mental state of mind's got to be together, because sometimes you can think you ready, and then you jump out there and you'll panic. But if you get your mental state of mind ready, then you ain't gonna panic, because that's the worst thing to do is panic. That's the worst thing you do. I remember when I was in elementary school, they said if anything break out, just don't panic. Because you become disoriented when you panic. Now you finna fuck up everybody. Right. Everybody finna get fucked up. But if you remain calm, sit back and watch and look, a lot of times you can see a better way out. I used to watch Halloween, and I used to watch Friday the 13th. And when they see Jason coming, they run like a motherfucker. And Jason just be walking. But they don't realize when they were running, it was a shortcut right there. But being that Jason is walking, he's seen the shortcut. By the time they get to the end of the wood, Jason don't got right there and cut their goddamn head off.
That's why Jason got them always catch up with him. He see the shortcut.
He see the shortcut.
Boy,
that's why
in panic mode.
But that's why in life, sometimes you got to sit back and you got to watch, because in life it is some shortcuts. But see, some people are panic and they'll run past life and get out there and get their head cut off. And get their motherfucking head cut off. And then now they want to blame everybody in the past.
Right.
They want to blame everybody in the past. Everybody they past, they want to blame them for their demise.
Let me drop this mic on you, man.
Go ahead.
Because what it is,
It's popping?
yeah.
Okay then.
Because it's right in front of you.
Okay then. All right, go ahead and handle your business. Go ahead. You know how to do. You the engineer for the night. But anyway, a lot of people in life, man, sometimes they want to get out there so fast and so quick before they begin to really take a look at what the fuck is going on. You know, what's really happening. You know, this is what life is really about. Before they really start looking at that through, not just through their natural eye, but through their spiritual eye, they can say, boy, this is what life really about, boy. You know what I'm saying? I see, okay, now I know how to navigate. Now I know how to navigate to the point to where if I follow these directions and I take these notes and I study these notes and I do the things that I done been told by my uncle, by my granddaddy, by my mama, by my cousin, by my stupid ass cousin, and by my crazy ass.
You can learn a lot of shit from your stupid cousin.
Man, look here. I watched that commercial a long time ago when they used to have them dummies sitting in the car and they run them into the wall. And they said, well, you can learn a lot from a dummy. Yeah. I said, damn, but that shit didn't stick to me until I got a little older. I said, well, you know what? That Honda commercial was real.
For real.
But you can learn a lot from a dummy. You know what I'm saying? So when I listen to my stupid ass cousin, I'm like, boy, that motherfucker's stupid. But the little shit that he's saying, it makes stupid sense.
Boy, it makes stupid sense.
Boy, it makes stupid sense.
God damn.
You feel what I'm saying?
Boy, that shit makes stupid sense.
That shit makes stupid sense. So it tell me, but I'm not going to be that goddamn stupid. Because it just makes stupid sense. But see, some people, they just jump out there so quick and they end up doing the same stupid ass shit that their cousin was doing without analyzing and looking at the situation. And sometime in life, you got to sit back. It's not just waiting your turn. It's not just about waiting your turn. Sometimes you got to sit back and you got to watch and observe what's fuck going on to where you can say, boy, look at him. I was going to take that route, but I don't think I'm going to take that route right there. That's fucked up. So let me go and let me redirect myself. And then maybe when I get on down the road, I can redirect myself that way, but I'm not going to go the same way. But the way that he went, if he would have went this way, it would have turned out pretty at the end, but he went so fucked up to where he didn't get to see the end, didn't realize the end would have been straight if he would have just did it another way. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, man. We have to really sit back and we have to watch and just don't jump in the 12 feet.
Nah,
so
you
quick.
don't jump in 12 feet and you don't do that.
Let me ask you this. I mean, we don't talk about it on the show here before, but what's your spiel on this whole Puff Daddy thing? What's the Cab Mack spiel on it? What they do? What they distracting us from? Well,
the whole thing is with P. Diddy is that P. Diddy was doing what he got the green light to do. He got the green light to do what he was doing because he was using a lot of that stuff on a business sense as a tax write-off. A lot of them parties he was having, he was spending a lot of money because but you got all that money, you don't spend that money, the government ain't gonna take it. So you got to spend that money.
Yeah, that's why you see him buying lavish shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so he throwing these big lavish parties on record.
Yeah.
So he throwing these big elaborate parties on record to where he got his accountant calculating every dollar. But at the same time, he done been to them parties that them other folk was having. And he was mimicking what they was doing. See, they were having them parties too. They were having them parties too. Been having them. And so what he was doing was he wanted to mimic what they were doing on this side. He did it with them on that side. But he wanted to introduce it to the ones that had those fantasies, that had those dreams. The same bitches that say he did this and did that, they had the same dreams. They wanted to be with big time rappers. They wanted to be with NBA players. They wanted to be with football players. They wanted to be around movie stars. They wanted to be on the scene. So Puffy made it happen for him. But at the time, it was fun because you young. You 19, you 20, you 18, don't snuck in there with your 22-year-old cousin. Everything was exciting.
But now, hold what you got there. Because I was saying that too when I look back at that shit. I said, man, back then when we were looking at it, like Puff having a lady laying on the table, a naked woman laying on the table with goddamn, fruit on her body and shit.
And they eating the fruit off of it.
Eating the fruit off of it. I was saying, man, back then, that was some fly shit. You know what I'm saying?
It was, it was fly, and it's still fly if you 22, 23 years old, and that's your first experience. But see, as you get older, and you no longer invited to them parties because you're 33, 34 years old, you ain't getting invited no more.
Yeah.
And then, now you 40-something years old, you saved and sanctified. Now you 50-something years old, and you definitely ain't finna get invited to the party. Only people get invited to the party is the one that was 22, 23, 18, 19, without knowing. You feel what I'm saying? So now you feel some type of way that it done went back down to the age that you was when Puff and them was 21, 22, 23 years old. Now Puffy them up there in their 50s, and them men up there damn near 60, and they ain't calling you no more. Now they calling on his son them to recruit the younger girls.
Right.
So now he got his son them recruiting the younger girls to come back to the mansion. Puffy them just sitting at the house waiting. His son them got the party buses, and they going to the clubs, and they telling them party at the mansion, whoop de whoop, and we gonna do this and we gonna do that. So when they get there, Puffy already got it laid out. Now, what 19, 20-year-old, 21-year-old is not gonna be wild when they step into $100 million house? Man, can you imagine what a $100 million house look like? And you can ride down goddamn Woodruff Road and Pelham Road and see what a $300,000 house look like and be amazed.
Right.
Now imagine you goddamn pull up at $100 million house. I'm talking about a $300,000, $500,000 house, brick house, and you be like, boy, that motherfucker right there, nice. But that's $300,000, $500,000.
Yeah.
But we talking about $100 million house. Man, what young girl ain't gonna be excited and ain't gonna be ready to drop her draw when she come in the motherfucker got marble floors, chandelier cost $200,000. Man, she gonna be goddamn ready to goddamn do whatever you want her to do with her young mind. You feel what I'm saying? But now, flipping the strip, when she get older, and now this person over here don't file a lawsuit. This person over here don't made accusations. This person over here done did the Me Too. So she might well jump in there too because she knows she was at the party when she was 19. Here she is 40 something. What motherfucker ain't gonna want to jump in there on the class action lawsuit?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So now, okay, so now you got you got a lot of people saying this and saying that. The FBI want that. They want that because they already don't got the call from the top people that's running one of the major alcohol industries in the world to bring him in. Well, we need something to bring him in with. Well, what we gonna do is we gonna put something together and we gonna listen to some of these podcast videos that his Big Gene and all them got out there, Jaguar. We gonna put all that shit together and bring that level of separation, divide and conquer together to where we can utilize these videos and what they done said about Puffy and the conspiracy of him being involved with Biggie being killed and Tupac being killed. We're going to bring all that conspiracy together. And then we already know how he is personally because we've been watching him for years. We don't have plants all around him. So we already know he'll beat a bitch ass in a minute if they don't cooperate. When that video leaked out with him and that girl, that video didn't come out till after they raided his house. They got the video out of his house.
Yeah.
The FBI was the one that leaked the video. But they had already made settlement with him and Cassie. They had already made settlement with that. But they weren't going to be able to use it. But at the same time, we going to expose him. Now that we got the video in our hand, we done raided his house. We got the video in our hand, and we going to be the one leak it. So the video didn't come out till after they raided his house.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got.
They
You
want him to face the court of public opinion.
Well, what they wanted to do, that's their way of divide and conquer. So now they know, boy, look at him. It don't take but a micro, a nanosecond. What's smaller than a nano?
I think you went small with the nano.
That's the smallest one? I think it's one
millimeter.
more. Let's think it's one more. But anyway, it don't take but that, a grain of sand to separate black folk.
I didn't know you were going there.
It don't take but a grain of sand to separate black folk. So as soon as that came out, the separation began then. They didn't even have to see the video of him whooping her ass in the hallway. They heard about it. They talked about it, but until they seen the visual of it, oh man, they were separated. The women were separated from Puff Daddy then. They were separated from Puff Daddy then. So when that video came out, the FBI already know that when we leak this right here, all separation began.
His people ain't gonna fool with him.
His people ain't gonna fool with him. Now,
Or they're gonna be divided on him.
now when we go after his ass, they're not gonna feel sorry for him.
Right.
Now you hear people say, man, I don't feel sorry for him. Look how he did Cassie. Look how he did Cassie. So I look at it like this right here. Since when you go to jail for fucking? Since when you be considered a monster for having baby oil?
Well, that baby oil, I'm gonna tell you what they say. This is what I'm glancing out there, glancing through the goddamn tabloids. I'm seeing they saying the baby oil had drugs in it.
Well,
They said it had something like called GBH in it.
well,
It's a drug, and then when you rub it on your skin, it gets in your skin, and it makes you high, and I guess
Your body high, huh?
makes you do shit you ain't got no business doing.
man, look at him. I'm a little older than y'all. They had a vaccine down in Birmingham, Alabama. They had a vaccine down in Birmingham, Alabama. And they was giving it to black men.
I think you mean Tuskegee.
Yeah,
Tuskegee, Alabama.
Tuskegee.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Tuskegee, Alabama, and they were giving it to black men. And it was considered, they had a term called bad blood. But they had a vaccine that they was putting, and black men were lining up for this vaccine that they had put out there by saying that they had bad blood. They really didn't have bad blood. They made their blood bad. And when they put that out, it was a frenzy. They put it out in the media, and it was a frenzy. So everybody was on alert. Everybody was like, I need to get this done. I need to get this done. But bottom line is, the media can control your mind if you let them.
Oh, okay.
They can tell you any goddamn thing. And then you will get to the point where you believe it. Yeah, boy, they say they had, what they say, what was it, ketamine or something like that in it and stuff like that. They can tell you any goddamn thing.
Propaganda, a powerful thing.
You know what I'm saying?
You know they say, in the angles here, they say, I'm going to shout out Trap Rento. Trap Rento, he say, you got 3 branches of the government. You got the judicial and then legislative, right? And the third one is the government, is the media, because it puts it out there to tell you what to think.
And see the thing about it, that's for the ones that sleep. And it's more people that sleep than it is woke. That's the reason why the governor down in Florida wanted to get rid of the woke community.
Yes,
that was his whole thing.
Yeah.
He wanted to get rid of the woke community because, boy, America wouldn't survive if everybody wake up. It wouldn't survive.
They'll realize it's a scam.
Well, we'll have a civil war, but not
black and white.
Black and white. We'll have a civil war against the government.
Right.
Because now everybody realized these motherfuckers been playing us the whole time, but they've been pitting us against one another. They've been using that racism shit and that race shit to keep us separated for so long to where we don't fall asleep against that shit. To where it ain't really that motherfucking serious. It ain't really that motherfucking serious. All you have to do is understand that we have to take care of our own kind. And ain't nothing wrong with that. We have to take care of our own kind. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But see, when you get that racism involved, a lot of people feel like that you being a racist if you love your own kind, take care of your own kind, want to be around your own kind, and provide for your own kind. You don't see no yellow bird trying to take care of no red bird. You don't see no frog trying to provide no worm or nothing for no snake. A frog gonna take care of another frog. A snake gonna take care of a snake of its kind. Really, a rattlesnake is not gonna provide for a king cobra. That's a snake of another species. I mean, that's a snake of the same species, but of a different kind. So we all of the same species, but we of a different kind. White folk can't never be like black folk. Even though if they try to mimic it, even though if they try to portray it, even though if they try to come in and steal the culture, they can never be black people. Black people can never be white people. Even if you try to talk white, even if you try to walk white, even if you try to use their language or grammar or the way they speak, you're not going to be white.
I'm going to tell you this something about that right there, man. I was sitting there watching this on YouTube the other day, and I said, damn, boy, this YouTube and all this social media shit is dangerous, and it could really, like, the ones that's coming up under us, it's really gonna fuck them up. Because I was sitting there watching, they got this thing now where people react to songs, like you know what I'm saying, and so it's this white girl and her white daddy, and it's a million other people out there that does this. They are actually sitting down and listening to shit to like UGK Riding Dirty or UGK One More Day, and they all got darn breaking it down to like, you know, you don't know shit about that, but you breaking it down. But I can see 100 years from now, you know what I'm saying, they won't get the real. They'll be like,
that's what it means.
They'll be, yeah.
They'll take their version of it.
They'll take goddamn Lily Mae or whoever the fuck she is, shit, and that's where, you know.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. It won't be from, you know, the culture.
The original.
Yeah, it's going to be some old goddamn bullshit. But it's a million of that shit going on YouTube, dog.
And that's what you saying with DeSantis down there. they don't want you to wake up. And see, like you said, if they happen to wake up, first off, you know, black people start killing each other. White people will too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They'll realize that we all got a common threat.
Well, the thing about it is that nature allow things to happen because it need to happen. If you take some lions that's in the same area, but they of a different tribe of lions, they gonna battle because they fighting for territory. It's nature. They gonna battle against one another because they fight for territory. Now you got another lion over there. He's a male lion, and you got another lion over there. He's a male lion, and he see that female lion that's over there in his territory, and he want her. Them two male lions gonna fight. Ain't gonna be no ifs, ands, or buts about that. They gonna fight. Even if they gotta fight to death, they gonna fight for that female because he want that female. And the other one is protecting that female from him. That's nature. Okay, territory is the same way. And children is the same way. That male lion over there trying to kill this boy lion over him because he don't want that boy lion to grow up and maybe come in and take over his territory and run him out. So that's just nature. Mankind is the same way. If you look at it, if you inside of a community, let's say if you inside Fieldcrest back in the day, we had top court, back court, bottom court, and then we had what we call third court, whole court, stuff like that. Okay, so now the whole court is where all the hoes lived at. Call it whole court. So if you wanted some pussy, you already know you finna go to whole court. Okay. But now you got a nigga that's standing in third court watching and seeing who going in whole court. All right, now if it's somebody that he don't like that's going in whole court, it's going to be some controversy.
Because niggas from outside going to whole court.
Because they probably from top court.
Okay.
Or they might be from the bottom court. But he don't like this particular motherfucker.
But what if a nigga from Bell Mead?
He might be in trouble.
Okay.
He might be in real trouble because now the whole community is trying to find out who this motherfucker is. Right. Because he completely ain't from over here. Yeah. So he got to go. Yeah. But now the motherfucker up there in third court and the motherfucker that's watching whole court, it's going to be a little bit of leniency, but it'll be a one-on-one thing between them. Yeah. But an outside motherfucker might have to face more than just him. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Bottom and whole court.
Yeah, because you ain't from over here, motherfucker. Who is you?
Yeah.
Motherfucker. And you coming in whole court? So
y'all over here hoarding pussy, man.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing of it is that you gonna have battle. Ain't gonna be no when the mob was around and the Italian was around, they was shooting each other in the back of the head. They was shooting each other in the back. They was drowning each other. They were killing one another. They were slicing each other's throat. But that was between the Italians. That's what they were doing with one another, fighting for territory. And they made movies about the mafia, Italians, and stuff like that. And they try to make that more like a heroic thing. That Don Corleone was a hero. A lot of the top bosses that was part of the mob, they was heroes. They made movies about them. But that was Italian on Italian crime. They was killing one another. They was shooting one another. Even in the Irish community, they was killing one another. They was shooting one another. Even in the Chinese community with the Chinese mafia, they was killing one another, and they was robbing one another, and they was misusing one another because they lived amongst one another. So they were fighting for territory amongst one another. But now if an outside motherfucker come in, then they'll come together to get rid of that outside motherfucker. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not going to never be a point where it's going to be a peace until it comes by the way of God Almighty. And that day is coming. It's biblical But for right now, it's never going to be a day of peace among men because everybody is fighting, is jockeying and fighting for territory. But when you use race and stuff like that, you add ignorance in there. And so it's hard to go against ignorance. It's hard to go against foolishness. So you have to use racism as a scorecard to where everybody keeping score of how many motherfuckers don't got killed by these type of people, how many motherfuckers don't got killed by that type of people, how many motherfuckers don't got killed by their own people. So it's like a scorecard. So they use race as a way to keep the score. But once if they ever get rid of that race shit, once they ever get rid of racism and they add in the human race as a whole, then the numbers would be so way out there to where peace will have to come in. And that day coming. That day is coming, but it's coming by the way of God. To the point to where the revolution will be televised. To the point now, it ain't about no race. It ain't about who black, who white, who Jew, who Chinese, who Japanese, who Mexican. It's about who want to survive. And that's what this, and see, when we had this last storm and the lights went out and we went into the grocery stores and everybody was scrounging around trying to find out what was left. It was a level of unity in the stores. It wasn't no chaos. It wasn't a whole lot of disturbance.
It wasn't.
It was everybody on survival mode.
Yeah, it was all in together.
It was all in together. But now it's going to be the same way when you kick in survival mode with panic. But see, people wasn't in panic during that particular time when the lights was out. They wasn't in panic. They just knew that they had to get to the store and get what they had left the best they can. But now, if you add panic in there, now it's about survival. And when you look at survival, it's about you and yours. So now, hell, Mary don't give a fuck about Chris. Chris don't give a fuck about Mack. But I got to get mine. So now it's about protecting you and yours by any means necessary. So that's the revolution right there. That's the revolution right there. And then when it turned around to the point where I was saying earlier, once people wake up and realize the government had the foot in all of it, it's going to start what they call a coup against the government to where everybody is going to turn around and they're going to want to face the government because y'all the one put us in this situation mentally and spiritually. So, but that day is coming, and that's what's going to set off the peace in not just in America, but it's going to set off the peace in the world to the point to where we're going to have to go through New World Order and all that before we reach that level of peace.
Oh, man, how do you make somebody care about that don't think they're going to live to see it?
They have to care about their grandchildren and their great-great-grandchildren. See, a lot of people, they thinking about themselves. They don't have the ability to think 100 years from now.
And even if they're thinking, they don't think about their immediate kids. They ain't thinking about their kids.
They're not thinking about their kids, grandkids, great-grandkids.
Right.
They're not thinking 100 years, 200 years down the road. A lot of people don't think like that. But see, the woke people think about 200 years from now, 300 years from now. But then you got a lot of people saying this, but the world might not even be here. No, you ain't going to be here. That's why you saying that.
Right.
Your motherfucking ass. Now, you don't think the Greeks was thinking the same way? We still here. That's been 500, 600,000, 2,000, 3,000, 100,000 years ago. Mankind still here. So what makes you think because you're not going to be here, the world come to the end? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's selfish thinking.
That's selfish thinking.
That's selfish thinking. You feel what I'm saying? So
mankind gonna be here.
500 years ago, let's do it like this right here. Everybody that was here in 1920 dead.
For the most part.
That's what 100,
104.
Everybody,
you got a few left.
Yeah,
you got a few. You got a
Saying that
dribble.
100%.
You got a dribble. It ain't 100%.
Yeah.
But pretty much everybody that was here in 1920 gone.
Yeah.
You might have a
most part.
few here. You know what I'm saying? Out of what, 7 billion people? You might have a few here. But what I'm saying is those people gone. So now think back 500 years ago. All those people gone.
Yeah.
Long gone.
They long gone. You feel what I'm saying? The ones that was in the 1600s and 1700s, they gone. You feel what I'm saying?
And see, that's what I be. This kind of off a little bit, but you know, everybody gets so dooley-eyed, you know, over these grave sites, right? What are the people that lived 500 years ago? What are they grave sites?
They buildings on top of them.
It's buildings on top of them.
Yeah.
Everybody think they doing something by keeping up these grave sites with, but they finna cover that thing
They gonna cover that
But see,
motherfucker
I'm
up.
trying to figure out like how do they do that? Do that generate once all that family got to die out? Because I know what somebody saying, hey man, don't put that, don't do that.
Where your great-great-granddaddy buried at?
I don't even.
That's my point.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
But I guess they just wait till they get old enough and do it.
and
Well,
this,
see, I know where my granddaddy and my grandma buried.
yeah, because you remember them,
Right.
And it's still soon. It's still early.
But my great granddad and all them, I don't think I was born yet.
Exactly. So my point is this right here: 500 years from now, that shit gonna be a building gonna be on top of that motherfucker because they
Gonna
know
be a subdivision on
all
top
them
of
motherfuckers gone. Ain't nobody that can report.
Right.
Man, what the Indian burial ground at? With all the Indians that was in here, where they buried at? Where they graveyard at?
Abundance.
You know what I'm saying?
Up on the
This-
Cherokee,
where we at now can be a burial ground. This could be a burial ground 600 years ago. This could have been a burial ground 600 years ago.
I be saying that to say that, they be like, boy, you gotta, you know, people think you should have an extravagant funeral and stuff like that. I be like, man, for what?
Nah, for what? For what? That's just for the show, man. That's just for the show. When people have funerals like that, they just want to prove the motherfucking nigga had insurance. That's all. That's all.
Oh, okay.
They just want to prove motherfucker had insurance. They want to prove, you know what I'm saying, he had his shit together, he had insurance. And you'll hear motherfucker like this, boy, I got there, went to the funeral, boy, he look good. Man, look at it. Don't say I look good, dead.
That's how people won't do though. Once you stand on and say they look good.
Man, shit. Don't say I look good, dead.
Well, the Undertaker did a good job on it.
Yeah, but don't say I look good, dead, bucka. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ready to leave this motherfucker. Because I'm still kind of like in limbo of everything right now.
Yeah.
I'm still
Getting your house on.
I'm still, I'm just saying I'm still kind of like, everything's still questionable. You know what I'm saying? It's still, you know what I'm saying? I'm 55 years old, but everything's still kind of questionable. So I'm still searching. I'm still soul searching. I'm still God searching. I'm still Jesus searching. I'm still word searching. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't ready to go because I'm still searching. I'm still trying to figure shit out. You feel what I'm saying? And then, you know, some people say they ready to die. And I don't think they really be serious.
That shit sounds good.
It sound good, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? If I got to go, I got to go. But why you letting them hook you up to that machine? Why you taking that medicine? Why you go to the hospital when you had COVID? Why when you had the flu, you went and got some third flu? If you ready to go ahead and die, nigga.
Yeah.
You said you ready to go ahead and die.
If they get to pick the way they gonna go.
Well, they don't be serious. Because, but I'm going to tell you something, bro. Life is beautiful, man. Life is beautiful. It just be the ones that don't do shit with their life that think they ready to go until that time come. They not ready to go. They just don't want to do shit. They just don't want to do shit. They not ready to go. They just don't want to do shit. They want life to come to them. They don't want to go to life. They want life to come to them. And those be the ones that'll fuck your life up. Those be the ones that will blame you for what the fuck going on in their life. Those be the one that got an excuse about this and got an excuse about that. Those be the ones that'll be truly non-believers of who God really is. Those be the ones that be non-believers about heaven and hell. Because they don't want to go to life. They want life to come to them. They want to sit back and wait on life. They want to sit back and wait on to hit the lottery. They want to sit back and wait on somebody to call them about a job. They want to sit back and wait on a motherfucker to give them something. Those be the ones that I really wish go ahead and die. Because they ain't, they
Go on, get it over with, huh?
go on get it over with, nigga.
Bullshitting all together.
You bullshitting. Go on get it over with. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the fact you holding me back, because I ain't never let a motherfucker hold me back. From whatever I wanted to do, I was able to do. I used my free will to do what the fuck I want to do. Whether it was good, whether it was bad, whether it was fucked up, whether it was me being dirty and trifling, I used my free will to do what the fuck I felt like I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? If it come back to bite me in the ass, it come back and bite me in my ass. But I'm not going to let a motherfucker dictate my move or make a move and have me to make a move behind them. Nah, motherfucker, you not going to let me fall into no trap with you. If I make a move, it's going to be my move. It ain't going to be your motherfucking move unless I make that choice to make that move with you, but it'll be a choice that I made. I'm not going to come back and say, but you had me doing that motherfucking dumb shit, but I got fucked up. Nah, you ain't had me doing a motherfucking thing. I did that shit because I wanted to.
Right.
I'm not going to blame you for my whatever going on in my life. I did that shit because I wanted to. But it take a special kind of motherfucker to be like that.
But
everybody can't be like that.
Blame that person. At the end of the day, the results is results.
Yeah.
And you did that shit.
Yeah, you got to face your own shit.
Yeah.
And see, that's what the judgment is all about. That's what the judgment is all about. It ain't going to be God going to say, well, yeah, Chris, you had Mack out there doing this. No, each individual going to be judged by their own merit. Whatever you had going on, that's on you.
You know what I say to that, man? I was young in church one day, and the preacher said this. Preacher said, boy, you stay out there at them pearly gates, you stand alone. You ain't gonna be able to hide behind mama then.
No.
They be like, so I still tell people to this day, whenever they try to blame me for something, I'm like, that ain't gonna work at the pearly gate. You ain't gonna be able to say what Marcus said.
No.
And all that. No, you gonna stand there by yourself.
Nah, you gotta face it. You gotta face it. You gotta face it alone.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just, my thing is, man, you gotta accept life not just for what it is, for what you make it. You can make your life hell. You can make your life difficult. Or you can make your life easy. You can make your life heavenly. Life is what you make it for yourself. Even if you make a bad turn and shit don't turn out your way, it's always a way out of that. It's always, you look at, okay, for instance, you take Big Meech. Big Meech was facing a life sentence. In jail, gonna be in jail for the rest of his life. That life got overturned to 25 years. Then it got turned into 20 years and released. You feel what I'm saying? But he had made his life to the point to where he was going to spend the rest of his life in jail. But he used the system to pull himself out of that situation. He didn't get in there and lay down and say, it's over with. He got in there and went to work. He got in there and utilized the system to the point to where that life got overturned to 30 years and then got it reduced to 25 years, and then they come back and knocked off 5 more years to where he only had to do 20. Now he at the halfway house. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So life, to some people, when you lazy and you trifling and you lay on your back and you don't declare yourself it's over with, yeah, it's going to be over with for you. But if you put up some type of fight, a real fight, and don't allow somebody else to fight your battle, and you fight your own battle, man, you can pull yourself out of that shit. Yeah. But I can't allow Chris to fight my battle. I got to fight my own battle because Chris going to do somewhat of a job. But if I really want to come out this situation, I'm going to do a hell of a job.
Well, you're going to have to do it yourself too, because if you let Chris do it, you're going to find yourself back in there because you didn't do it yourself. You didn't do it yourself. You're going to go right back doing the same.
Yeah, because Chris still got a life to live. So he said, I get to it when I get to it. But if it's my life, shit, can't nobody be with me more than me.
Right.
Chris can't be with me more than me.
Right.
I can't be with you more than you. You with yourself 24/7, 7 days a week, 365, 366 days a year. So I can't expect for you to do the job that I can do for myself. You feel what I'm saying? But some people lay on their back, and they even, man, you got motherfuckers out here now that are, it goes both ways. I'm not just going to downplay guys. I'm not just going to downplay women, but it goes both ways. You got some men out here now, they'll put their life in the hands of a woman. They'll put their whole life in the hands of a woman. You got women, they'll put their life in the hands of a man. And then now that man feel like, or that woman feel like they got total control over how your life is going to either be or end. So now when you got a woman that put her life in the hands of a man, he paying all the bills, he taking on all the responsibilities, he handling all the heartaches and pain. And then when you decide that he can't do that no more and you ready to go, they find your body chopped up and burnt up inside of a car. Because he feel like he was in charge of your life anyway. So he can do with your life what the fuck he want to do with it. If he want to chop your motherfucking ass up.
This is costing me.
Exactly. If he want to chop your ass up and set you on fire and leave you in the car, he felt like he had the right to do that because you gave him that right to do that because he the one went through all this shit to make sure you were straight. You gave him your life. So now he get to pick and choose how your life gonna either go or end or begin.
But, you know, society has told women that's what they want and need. They think they need, I mean, as far as for women, now men, like you said, go both ways. This is, outside of pimping, this is a new thing for men, living off the, sole purpose being on the woman.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a concept. And women are on that same concept to the point to where they want a man that's going to pay all the bills. They want a man that's going to do this. They want a man that's going to do that. That's the kind of man I want. But don't realize you giving it up. You giving up everything to the point to where I got to give you my life. I got to put my life in your hand to where you make the decision on how I'm going to live. And that's what it came down to, even with the girls that was with R. Kelly. They gave R. Kelly their life. So R. Kelly can pick and choose what they can wear, where they can go, who they can talk to, who they can't talk to, what they can do and what they can't do, because guess what? R. Kelly was paying all the bills. R. Kelly was buying their clothes. He was getting their hair done. He was getting their nails done. He was getting their feet done. He was taking care of their family. So now you belong to me. You mine. I can do with you what the fuck I want to do with you because now you done gave yourself to me. And then once I decide I don't want you no more, and I put you out there in the world that you're not familiar to, now you become a victim of mine. Now you want some type of repercussion to the point to where I want y'all to save me now because I'm out here drowning. I don't have nowhere to live. I don't have no money. I don't have no way of how to get no money. All my family done flipped on me. I ain't got no friends because I cut them off because he kept me away from them. So now I'm a victim. Now I want to have my revenge against him that let me go. How can I get that revenge? Let me go to my enemy. Let me go to my enemy and let me talk to my enemy, and my enemy gonna come around, that's his enemy too, and they gonna end his life because of what I allowed him to do with my life. And that's where all that Me Too shit come from. That's why all that P. Diddy shit come from. It's because now Jaguar, she mad because she on medication She about crazy as hell. She can't figure her life out because she gave her life to the industry. And the industry gave her to Puff Daddy, Jay-Z, and whoever that she wanted to lay in their arms and rock her to sleep and put her to sleep. Now she's so fucked up in the head to the point to where now she feel like she's a victim to those people when you gave them your life. You made that decision to give them people your life. Now you want to, now that you're awake and you realize what the fuck you done did, now you want to express yourself about what the fuck happened to you. It's like a nightmare. Like a motherfucker just telling you about a bad nightmare they had. That's the only thing she doing is just going around talking about the bad nightmare that she had in a dream that she was in. And which the whole time she was dreaming, she was happy.
And put some context with Mack Brown, what Mack talking about. He talking about Jaguar Wright. That's the one who sung the background on what a song cry.
Yeah.
For Jay-Z.
So
the vocals on that, she laced that.
Yeah. So a lot of them, when they come off and up under that dream, or they come off and up under that hypnosis, and when they come off and up under that caretaker, and now they no longer being taken care of, they no longer in that dream, and then now that dream, it really was a nightmare. That dream really was a nightmare, and now they're able to explain it to their friend. Now they're able to explain it to their cousin, and now they looking at them like, God damn, girl, you went through that? I can't believe you did no shit like that. You were doing that? Yeah. God damn. So now they able to be on the outside looking in. It's like, yeah, girl. Yeah, you really opened up my eyes about a lot of shit I was doing that I didn't realize I was doing.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because I was on drugs and alcohol, and I was on a substance that he gave me. Oh, he gave me that. He put that in my drink. You knew that shit the whole time, bitch. You asked for it. But now you're a victim. So now let me go to my enemy and tell my enemy what the fuck you were doing to me, because that's your enemy too, and he gonna come and lock you up, and just like my life was destroyed, I'm out to destroy your life, and that's what it's all about.
But they ran that play on Bill Cosby so hard, because you know they know what they was taking.
Yeah.
They ran that play.
Half of them were fucking with Bill Cosby. Half of them probably went and got the shit for him.
Right.
Exactly.
Put in their own drink.
Exactly.
Yeah,
now you 50 and 60, almost 70 years old. Now you a victim. But the whole time you was in you were living your dream. You were living your dream the whole time. Now when you wake up and realize what the fuck was going on, shit, you're like, God damn, that motherfucker don't goddamn destroy my whole life. By the time I wake up, I ain't got no pension. I don't have no money saved up. I ain't got no stocks. I ain't got no bonds. Only thing I had was so-called a good time.
Right. You said a few shows ago, that's all nigga want is a good time.
That's all.
That's all nigga want is a good time.
You show me a good time, and I'm good. But then, like I say, but when reality hit,
until you ain't.
But when reality hit, and reality gon' hit. See what I'm saying? To live. L-I-V-E. To live. Now, what do that say backwards?
Evil.
So my thing is when it can go both ways. Everybody want to live, but to live can be evil if you allow your life to be in a way that you want to live. Now, some people say, but that's how I'm living. I live like this. That's how I'm living. But you can allow your life to be evil if that's how you want to live. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't blame nobody that's how you wanted to live. You chose that life. You chose the way that you wanted to live. Now that you don't woke up out of the dream and there's no more flashing lights, no more cameras, no more glamour, no more this and no more that. Now you sitting on the couch looking stupid. Now I got to blame somebody for my fucked up life. Who can I blame? The motherfucker that I was living in the dream with.
And they probably in a better position because there's other people that did the same thing they did and they just got a whole bunch of health problems.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I don't know who in a better position.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's like this right here, man. You know, that's just like what we going into now with Kamala Harris and Donald Trump going into this new election, man. People gonna have to make their own decision on who they gonna vote for. It don't make no difference. Because everybody don't say this. The president don't run the world. It's the power from up above. But you got to keep that same standard. You got to keep that main mindset, whether Trump get in there or when Kamala get in there. You got to know that she don't run it. So you can't be mad at her if shit don't go the way they're supposed to go. You can't be mad at Trump if shit don't go the way they're supposed to go. You still have to know that it's motherfuckers that's above them that's pulling the string. It's a motherfucker that's above them that's actually pulling the string. Now, you're going to have to realize that they just a figurehead.
There's a face.
But at the same time, by Trump being a white man, saying what the fuck he want to say, you're going to put the power in his hand. But really, he don't hold no power. But by Kamala being a black woman, married to a white man, being around white folk, being a ex-prosecutor that done prosecuted black men, then quite naturally, you gonna blame her for anything that go wrong without saying that she don't run the world. She don't run this whole motherfucker. It's motherfuckers above her. You're not gonna say that for her. When she come out of there, get what you gonna say? Boy, she fucked shit up. You gonna blame her.
But okay, it's somebody above them that's running that. But she bring a certain group of people that's above, and Trump bring a different group, right? So you're right, but they got two different people pulling their strings, though.
But it's the same people. But it's just like this right here. Everybody got a different game plan.
Yeah,
that's just like bringing in. You got a head coach and you got an intern coach. Okay, you got an assistant coach. The assistant coach really want to do his thing, but he can't do his thing because he got to go with what the head coach say. Yeah, but as soon as he get his opportunity, he gonna do his thing.
Right.
The head coach gone.
Yeah.
Now they fired him. I get to do my thing. Now I get to do shit I've been wanting to do.
Yeah,
I got a whole different.
I couldn't cut that nigga.
I couldn't
get
get rid of that motherfucker.
That was his boy.
I been wanting to get rid of it, but that was his boy. But as soon as I'm going to cut this motherfucker. So because now you in charge. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So the government operates like that. Like Trump, like you said, once again, I'm going to agree with you. Trump got his halfway agenda, but he can't make his move like he want to because of the up above. She got her agenda. She can't make her move because of the up above.
I don't even think she even got nothing to do with her agenda. I think all her agenda come from up above.
Well, I think she do because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you one thing about a woman. I know we got to get ready to go. But I'm going to tell you one thing about a woman, boy. Can't nobody go against a woman's intuition. Nobody. The only person that can go against it is another woman. No child, male or female, no man, gay or straight, can go against a woman's intuition. Once a woman has an intuition, she is ossified. She don't bend, she don't break from what she already don't analyze. Whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. Once she have made her mind up, ain't no way around it. Ain't nowhere over it. Ain't no way, No, you got to damn near kill her to get away from what she thinking. Because once she done made her mind up, it's a wrap.
And what's crazy, they be wrong as hell.
And there's a lot of time they do be wrong. But that intuition that stand in between her and you and anybody else, it's so solid. They don't bend and they don't break. And then it's to some point with some women, they don't even apologize. They don't even apologize. They'll just say, fuck it. It is what it is.
Fuck it, let it burn.
Let it burn.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to have to deal with when we're dealing with Kamala being the president of the United States of America. Once she has that particular intuition of what goes on in the world, Although she have people that's above her that has a total different agenda that they want her to do. But once she have that intuition of what they trying to get her to do, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be chaos because she not going to want to be. See, a man, if he's a president and the top people want him to do certain things, he going to go ahead and bow down and say, boy, I really don't want to do this shit. But I'm going to go ahead and do it this time. But I ain't going to do this shit no more now. And you can catch yourself doing that even with the woman you with.
Yeah.
You'll catch yourself, as a man, you'll catch yourself saying that shit. And you'll tell your homeboy.
As a simp.
Boy, I'm going to go ahead and goddamn do this shit this time, boy. Boy, I ain't doing this shit no motherfucking more, boy. I ain't putting up with this shit. And then you'll find yourself doing it again. But now, let the shoe be on the other foot. Oh, no, you got to go down with the ship. You got to go down the ship with her. And if it burn, it burn. If it burn, it burn, goddamn. But there ain't gonna be no ifs, ands, or buts about what she don't put down. Because that's it. That's it. It goes with the children. It goes with the decisions. It goes with everything. Once that woman has a pure intuition about what's supposed to happen, then goddamn, boy, look at him. There's gonna be some shit go down if you go against it. Boy, you might have to get out. Boy, you might have to get out, boy, because
if he's simping.
I mean? And then, like I say, and you don't necessarily have to be no simp. You don't necessarily have to be no sucker. It just, a lot of men just go ahead and say, fuck it, man. Just go ahead.
Yeah, but that's what's wrong. That's what's wrong.
That's what's wrong.
Just saying fuck it. And so, nah, I'm going back to what I said. You simping.
Okay, now that's what I'm saying, Mary. Now go back and look at Adam and Eve. Adam already done told Eve, girl, we can't eat. We can't do that. Now I done told you what God done told me now. We can't do that. We can't, no, I'm not doing it. But Eve already done talked to the devil. She already done talked to the devil. The devil already done told her about some stuff that she wasn't supposed to know. Now she have a complete intuition about what the devil done told her. She done went down there and talked to him 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And he done gave confirmation about what she wasn't supposed to know. So she come back and talked to Adam and told Adam, say, Adam, I know how you feel. I know what you believe in. I know you follow instructions from God. But let me tell you this right here. And I got a clear understanding of what the serpent done told me. And I think that it'll be good for us. I think it'll be better for us in this relationship that we in. And if you don't want to do what I ask you to do, then everything about me is going to get cut off. Adam had to go think. Adam had to go back and think and say, boy, look at him. God damn. This motherfucker putting the pressure on me, boy. I don't want to let her down because I love the motherfucker. I love that bitch. But I know we wrong. I know we ain't supposed to do this motherfucking shit. He's sitting back and he contemplating. Now, she ain't around. Adam dick hard as a motherfucker. She's fucking him, riding his dick, sucking his dick, doing everything that a woman's supposed to do as a helpmate, take care of him. She rubbing his back. She doing everything that he wasn't used to. That's his boo. That's his baby. She ain't gonna steer me wrong. She ain't gonna tell me no wrong shit. She down with me. If ain't nobody down with me, my motherfucking girl down with me. But don't know she been down here talking to this other motherfucking nigga down here now. And the nigga is totally against both of them. But she believed what this nigga saying because the nigga don't show her some shit that she never seen before.
Down there fucking with the devil campaign.
Down there fucking with the devil. And she don't came back and don't convince and done told Adam that I got something. This shit right here is real. This ain't no fake shit. This is real shit. But in order for Adam to agree with her, she had to cut some shit off. And you'll have a girl to tell you this right here. Well, don't worry about getting no pussy tonight then. You ain't gonna do what I asked you to do. Don't worry about getting no pussy tonight. Shit, you'll be sleeping on the motherfucking couch. You don't get none of this pussy. And then she ride off with some of her homegirl and be gone for 18, 20 hours. And then you trying to figure out why she ain't answer the phone and why she ain't answer your text message. And then she come back home drunk. Suck that dick real good. Ride that dick real good. Let you hit her from the back real good. And then you wake up in the morning and say, girl, you know what? I just thought about what you were telling me, man. If you think that's some real shit, we going to go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
We going to go ahead and do it. So that's what Adam did.
Going down and sign the paper.
We're going to go ahead and sign the paper, man. Go and get
just know this.
Go ahead and get this new house that's $400,000.
No, I can't afford it.
And I ain't even making enough money to pay on the house that we in.
Just know this. When the shit start to burn, it's gonna be all your fault.
Goddamn
I don't know
right.
how you let me talk you into that.
Goddamn right. But then but at the same time, get what the nigga gonna say, man, I knew I shouldn't listen to that stupid motherfucking bitch. Bitch got me in all kind of shit. This motherfucker got me in all kind of shit. Shit, I knew better. But like I say, when that woman intuition kick in, boy, you got to be strong. You got to have a real stable mind to block it out. Don't even think about it no more.
You got to fortify your mind.
Yeah, don't even think about it. So when she come back to you and she say, have you thought about what I said? Man, I ain't even thought about that shit. Man, that shit ain't even crossed my goddamn mind.
And before that shit burns, she gonna see it getting ready to burn. She gonna be going behind your back.
Huh?
Then,
Yeah.
trying to goddamn save face.
Hell yeah. But the best way to do is don't even think about it. So when she come back and say, have you thought about what I said? Man, that shit ain't even crossed my goddamn mind. I'm trying to figure out how in the hell I can goddamn get this washing machine fixed. That shit you talking about, I ain't even pay that shit no attention. And then you see how quick her whole attitude changed, her whole demeanor changed to the point now she realized that she got a leader. She got a leader.
Yeah, you better tell her, goddamn.
She got a leader.
I ain't thought
and
about
that's what
that
they
shit.
want.
I'm sweating.
They want a motherfucker to tell them, man, sit your motherfucking stupid ass down some goddamn way and shut the fuck up.
Right.
But like here Mary say, shit ain't been going like that. So that's why right now,
That's why it is like it is.
the black man, he on the down slope because they talk amongst each other. The women, they talk amongst each other. A nigga got maybe 1.5 a motherfucker that he'll talk to. But them girls, shit, they talk to all their friends. All their friends know y'all business. But a nigga, like Hail Mary, he might talk to Chris and maybe a half of a nigga. But them, shit, everybody know y'all business.
Yeah.
They know your dick don't get hard. Yeah. They know you ain't making that much money on your job. They know goddamn you ain't paying child support on your other kids. They know you getting ready to get fired. All her friends know all that shit about you.
They know all that.
They know all that shit. That's why when you come around them, they look at you sideways. But now if she say some good shit about you and you come around her friends, they gonna be looking you in your eye. If the shit totally opposite.
Skinning and grinning.
Oh, man.
Big old green.
They gonna ask you what you want to drink and everything.
Yeah.
They gonna ask you, man, look here, they gonna be skinning and grinning, and they be trying to figure out how they can get in. Because you don't told me everything about the nigga. And I like it.
I know how to treat him.
I know how to treat him. Mm-hmm. I know how to do him. I know what he like. I know what to do. And then they get mad at the girl because she don't went behind her back and don't fuck the man. But shit, you don't told me everything I needed to know.
Yeah, you don't lay the blueprint out.
You don't lay the blueprint out. I know the nigga like. I know what kind of cologne he like. I know what kind of food he like. I know how big his dick is. I know how good his head is. I know all that. Cause when you get drunk, you just tell me all your business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and get some of this good head and this good dick. Shit, my nigga got a girl. You want to see it? And you show a picture. He don't send to your phone to another girl. The next thing you know, she coming over your house with a dress on, with no panties on, sitting on the couch with her legs open.
Then your next nigga, you won't post him a nut because y'all fucked the last one.
God damn.
They'll say to me, y'all fucked the last
one. Y'all ain't gonna get this one. Yeah, y'all got me on the last one. Y'all won't get this one. You best believe I ain't gonna make that mistake no more. Yeah, there's a lot of women don't make that mistake, man.
Well, shit, man, we gotta.
Okay, man, we gonna get on up out of here.
Out of here, man.
Yeah, we rambled enough. That's like I said, man, we just coming off the head with a few little things, you know what I'm saying? But next time I come on the show, we'll tap in on some real live.
I think you got
shit.
it. I think you hit it this time.
Yeah, we'll tap in on some real live
the
shit.
ones with the ears, yeah.
Yeah, we'll tap in on some real live shit. Right now, we just jibber jabbing, but I enjoyed it though, man. I'm glad y'all invited me, man. And but before we leave, I want to talk to the fellas one time. Boy, look at him. I'm talking to my men now. Take control of your destiny. Take control of your life, whether you got good credit, bad credit, unemployed, whatever you got going on. Take control of your destiny, because you got to understand this. It's somebody for everybody. And the motherfucker that you might be with, that might not be the motherfucker for you. So don't waste your motherfucking time being with a motherfucker that's not for you. Find somebody that's compatible to you. If you run around and you ain't got no whole lot of money and you living with a girl that won't stay in a $400,000 house, drive a $50,000, $60,000, that's not the girl for you. Get the fuck out of there and find you a motherfucker that wants just a little Volkswagen and a 1-bedroom apartment. And then you'll be comfortable. But boy, stop trying to live somebody else's dream, and that shit gonna turn into a nightmare for you. She gonna work the shit out you. She gonna drive you crazy.
Rush you to the graveyard.
She gonna rush you to the grave. She gonna rush you to the grave, and then she gonna end up fucking your homeboy. So just take this advice from me. Find somebody that's suitable for you. Analyze what the fuck you got going on. Look at what you got going on. Take care of yourself. Get your mind right. And keep a motherfucker out your pocket, and you'll live a long time.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, we gonna take it on out on that. That was some words to live by, and that was for the men. But I'm gonna hit y'all with the old. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube, which is TalkIsTalkPodcast 864. TalkIsTalk1 on Twitter. Make sure y'all rate and review our podcast on Apple Podcasts. And that's it. We out.
We out.
Talk is talk. Talk is talk. Done it all. I see you. Hail Mary, he an animal. My nigga C, okay, C, yeah, he love the ball. We posted up like we the nation with the final call. Rest in peace to Shouty Low, D4L and Shouty though. We been pimping since been pimping, and that's something Shouty know. Gangsters understand the lingo, suckers sharp but Shouty slow. Stack them chips and all the bingo when we fill up all the roast.